Hello, Jennifer Tochi here, and I'm here to do a review on Multi-Pack Mania. And I didn't follow the rules again, no. I didn't go by how many are in the multi-pack and everything. I promise I'll go back to following the rules for Jason and Joe, but I wanted to do a Christmas one, and I have never watched it before. You know, I've never watched this movie before, and I've always wanted to. And I got it off of this pack, my cult horror collection. Cutie, huh? Yeah. Yes. What is this? A 9-pack, yes. And I went to Disc 3 and 1973's Silent Night, Deadly Night. Yes. And my main interest in it was that it's a Christmas movie, a Christmas horror movie that I hadn't watched yet. And also that John Carradine is in it. Yes. You know, and John Carradine, he's a good horror movie actor. And look who he birthed. Robert Carradine. Kung Fu David Carradine. And he has grandchildren that are now actors. But you know me. I love that Robert from Revenge of the Nerds. Robert Carradine and David Carradine from Kung Fu. Sorry. Mountain Dew Zero. Gross. I need to get to the store and get me some more Diet Dr. Thunder. Okay. And this movie, yes. I had to watch it twice in a row to kind of like, what's going on? Because sometimes I had a little trouble paying attention to it, because it would slow down and I would have trouble seeing what was happening, because it would jump from one thing to another, you know. And it's basically about the secrets of a small, sleepy town are violently exposed on Christmas Eve, when the escape of an inmate from a nearby asylum sparks a series of terrifying discoveries. Yes. Cult favorites Mary Warnemer, don't know her, and John Carradine attempt to unravel the sinister mystery of an old estate, which turns out to be a horrifying tale of incest, insanity, and mass murder. Yes. Basically, at the start of the movie, you see a guy jump out of his house on fire. Well, his house on fire. And the whole town thinks he died. And later on, you find out that he had turned his, after his wife died, and he's basically keeping his 15-year-old daughter in a barn and is molesting her. And it's like, okay, you did, yeah. And the doctors are just partying and keeping the patients there locked in one room. So the dad finally realizes that he's being a jerk and tries to get away from the big, huge mansion and let his daughter go, who we later find out is pregnant. Yes, with with her dad's baby. I'm glad they didn't show stuff about this. It's a 73, so you don't see. Thank goodness, because I do not want to see that happening, you know? And decides the doctors are just partying, and he's basically says they're like people that won't, they're like those relatives that will never leave. I'm glad to say I've never moved into any relative's house and not left and eaten their food. And partied. Yeah. Yes. But this movie gets very, it's like drawn out. It's very drawn out in the middle. Yes. But I do like at the end of disc 3, there's a bonus feature of Carradine bio, John Carradine bio on this set. Yeah, I did like that. It was a rather surprising ending about. And, the mayor's daughter gets involved in this when they're trying to finally buy this mansion after all this time. The town is to try to rip it down. And it's like, okay. And she gets involved not involved that way. She starts talking to the person who really owns the mansion. And he's selling it for $50,000, I think. Yeah. And and I recognized her. I go, oh, that's the mean lady from Rock and Roll High School 4. I mean, Rock and Roll High School Forever. That got me excited. That made me more excited than the movie. And seeing John Carradine made me. I liked the little twist at the end. Yeah. But it was, yeah. Some other people with more patience may like this movie, but I just didn't care for it. I didn't. No. I enjoyed that John Carradine bio after. Yeah. I haven't watched any of these other movies on this either, though. So, there's my review for Multi-Pack Mania Monday. And everybody, I hope you're having a great holiday season. And I'm hoping that everything's just going well. Goodbye.